of all my accumulated experience to be shared with all of you. I retired during the pandemic time, and my sons tell me that you don't do anymore, you don't need the money anymore. Why are you still doing it? All right? And my sons, I have 4 sons, they're all doing very, very well. All right? But then, end of 2021, Dr. Steven called me and talked about pride. And I told him I'm not interested because I know Steve for 35 years, and there was a company, we were both a vice president in another company before. So I know him 35 years since when I was a GM, all right, of an MLM company, and he was very young. He just came out from school and he went into that business. So all his entire life, all right, he just doing MLM. And see what is he today. And he always say MLM is in his blood, all right? So am I. And but then he never give up. You know? He keep calling, very thick skin, you know, this guy. You see, and well, in this business, you want to make money, you got to be thick skinned, to be honest with you. Because if you got very thin skin, you make very thin money. If you got thick skin, you make thick money. All right. And he never gave up. And because as a friend, after last year, after Chinese New Year, I paid a visit to prife office. And I was sitting there, and I saw the members was using, all right, this trolley and trolley, you know, by carton and smiling away, you know. I was watching. Hey, this is something that, you know, something I've not seen before. As I began to understand that this product, I realized it was not another health food. I spent 40 over years in health food. All right? You look at me today. I have a disease, a kidney problem since I was 19 years old, and I went for 2 transplants. And today, actually, I'll be 70 years old. Do I look like a sick man? I don't look like a sick man, right? That's why it's very important, all right? You can extend your life if you know what to eat and how to eat. This is another different topic that Thai are very lucky because they have a product that we are launching called the Clean Balance and Build. And this is something that I designed, all right, that made me what I am today. But this product will eventually launch in other countries. That is a fantastic, because a lot of people know what to eat, but they don't know how to eat. So don't think that you got a health food, you just eat it in and you get the result. No. Why some health food, some people take it, the result, why some people don't? Because they don't know how to eat. So anyway, today my topic is not this, but we'll be launching this product in April in Thailand, all right? And that is one of the best health food in my 40 years that I've seen, all right? Okay, now, what I'm going to share with you is something that I can bet you never hear before. Something that is so deep, and once you understand the power and the beauty, the in-depth of network marketing or multi-level marketing, all right, then you will start to really appreciate. In my opinion, what is the greatest discovery of all time? Is it the telephone? Is it the computer? Well, they are great discovery. But may I ask you, are they the best discovery? If you got no money, even though, all right, it's a fantastic discovery phone, can you buy one? No. Computer, fantastic discovery, fantastic invention. If you got no money, can you buy one? No. The greatest discovery of all time, in my book, is network marketing. Why? Because a lot of people do not realize that in network marketing is the only thing that can offer everyone an equal opportunity. It doesn't matter if you're poor, educated, not educated, or young and old, all right, or handicapped, not a problem. At least it will offer you an opportunity to bring food on the table to feed your family. That's the most important thing. All right? So a lot of people didn't realize that. So what I'm going to show it to you today, all right, is going to go into the in-depth. Because a lot of people fail in the network marketing because they don't understand. They thought that MLM is just to make extra income, extra money, that's all. So they come in, they see you promote to them, they see it's so good, they want to give it a try. And after a while, they found a little bit difficulty, they give up. Why? Because they don't understand. All right? So MLM is not an extra income. All right? MLM is one of the greatest discovery of another way of making a living. Before, all right, during my father's time, all right, in the last few thousand years, how does people make a living? Only two. You can afford, you do yourself. You're running your own business. You cannot afford, you work for other people. You have only two choices. Correct or not? But what happens if you don't have the money to do your own business? All right? And nobody wants to employ you for many reasons, for various reasons. What choice do you have? You get a family, a mother, a wife who lost a husband, a few kids to feed, and never worked before. What is she going to do? Or you get somebody who's not educated, or somebody went bankrupt. He's in debt. You think he can start to go and work for somebody when he lost his business, he got so much debt, you think he can go and get a job, you think he can work properly when he has tons of debt? What choice do they have? Because you got no more money. And you can't work for people anymore. That's why the power of network marketing is so important. It's the third way, all right, of making a living. You can earn as much money as you want to earn just enough, or you want to be rich. Networking offers you all this. That's why it's so powerful. All right? So let me proceed by sharing with you, all right, why network marketing. Today, job is getting less and less in the market right now. We are living in the internet world, the e-commerce world, where things are changing. Because of automation and computerization, jobs are getting less. And many other factors as well. For example, today you go to a restaurant, have you seen this robot before that come and serve food? Even now some restaurants are solely using robots to serve the customer. There'll be another job loss. All right? There are hundreds and hundreds of thousands of millions of people in the world who are waiters and waitresses. This job will be gone someday. So what are they going to do? All right? And then even robots start packing and start cooking. Can you imagine? They don't even do chef anymore. All right? So look at this. The new order. The world is so uncertain. Today, you and I are living in an era that is the most difficult, is the most uncertainty compared to the most uncertain compared to the last 10, 20 years. We don't face such thing. Today is getting worse and worse. Okay. Like for example, you have the trade war. And the biggest country in the world is US and China, and when they start to fight, they are like two elephants fighting. We are all the ends, we are suffering. Cost goes up. Alright, the trade war. Then today Ukraine is fighting. Again, petrol price goes up. When petrol price goes up, everything goes up. You all suffer. If you're an income earner, you just earn enough, and price of things goes up, you won't have enough. You cry also, no tears. Who's going to help you? You go and borrow? Will Taiwan fight again? After Ukraine, will it be Taiwan? We don't know. So we are living in a very uncertain world. Do you think that a job is enough to save you? To give you protection? You think you run your own business is going to protect you? All right? Inflation, recession. Now we are in inflation. If it gets worse, it becomes recession. Many of us will lose their job. Many companies will collapse. A lot of companies already collapsed, my friend. Because of what? Because of the last COVID. Because of the last COVID, because of this pandemic, you and I know how many businesses closed down. If you're one of them, whether you run a restaurant, you run another business, you know how you suffer. For those companies that closed down, many job loss. And some of you here probably are one of the victims that are what you call got retrenched. Job is never a security. I don't care you work for the biggest company. Even the biggest company also collapse. And you got a family to feed, and what choice do you have? What else can you do? That's why people who do not understand the business that is the most versatile, which is adaptable, is network marketing, is MLM. And do you know, while many companies were closing down, which company that came up from network marketing during the pandemic? Prife. That is a typical example to show you that, Prife started sometime in 2021, right in the middle of the pandemic. You can do the business at home. That's how fantastic it is. And why MLM is so powerful and so versatile and more secure, whether it's good time or bad time, MLM is always good time. Why? When it's good time, people do. When it's good time, people eat. When it's bad time, people do. So either way will do. Right? Because when good time, a lot of people, some of them, they don't do MLM because they're doing well. So we can sell them. Alright? When bad time, they lost their job, then they do. So that's why MLM is good for both sides. But when you work for somebody, you only hope the times are good, the economy are good. Even same in business. That's the power of the safest business. The safest job is network marketing. Alright? Sorry, my eyes not very good. Read for me, what is this? So what choice do we have? Okay? Job and the business owner versus MLM. Alright, let's find out. As a job, when you work for somebody, do you realize that you are dependent? You are not independent because you are dependent on somebody to give you bread. Your family depends on you, you depend on somebody. Alright? To depend on somebody is the most undependable. So you depend on yourself. The company only pay you enough for you to survive. They don't pay you to become rich. If they pay you to become rich, they become poor. Alright? And another thing, I don't care what company we work for. I'm not saying company are no good, but what I'm trying to tell you, the comparing side of it. You can work for the company for the last 20 years, 30 years. You are working day to day. You work, you have, you don't work, you don't have. You make sure you can live for the next 30 years, feeding your family, nothing happens to us, and nothing happens to you. Can you guarantee that? That also we cannot guarantee. If anything happens to you, what happened to your family? That's why I say the company only pay you when you can work. You can work for the last 30 years, the day you cannot work, your income stops. The company is not going to say, oh, this is a very good staff, been working for us for the last 30 years, never mind. We look after them for the rest of their life. Because such thing or not? Sorry, my friend. Goodbye. That's how life up there. In network marketing, you don't depend on anybody. You depend on yourself. You decide, all right, the time, the money that you want. Right? What is that? Can somebody read that? Sorry, because my eye is not very good. Okay, limited income. As I was saying that, when you work for somebody, your income is limited. Let me ask you, okay? Today open up your bank account. I dare to say 90% of you here, all right, 90%. When you open up your bank account, I don't think there's a lot there. And let me ask you, the last time you and your family go to the restaurant, or you look at the next table to you, the minute they look at the menu, all right, they look, and then after this, they look right. Why do they don't look right? What they are looking at? Price. Why can't you go to the restaurant to eat what you want to eat? Why must you allow the price to determine what you want to eat? Am I correct or not? You sit on the table. The waiter waiting there. Yes, what can I order for you? You will look one page. After the final page, fried rice. Because that's the cheapest one. Any drinks here? Sky juice. So what I'm trying to tell you is that why you allow money, all right, especially income earner, because you have the budget, because that's the only thing, you cannot expand your income. So you have to live based on what you have, and you can't overspend. Why can't you make your life, all right, by expanding your income, all right, to live how you want to live, to eat what you want to eat? The only way is MLM, network marketing. All right. The next one is what? Sorry, insecure. As I was saying, a lot of people thought that when you work for somebody, okay, no matter how big is a company is, security has got two parts. Yes, the company may be big, but anything can happen to us. Or a health problem, pandemic problem, or whatever problem. All right, there's so much problem involved. Security is not that you can work for the next 30 years. Can you? Is there guarantee you can work for 30 years? You can't. All right? And then you buy a house. Let me ask you, I'm sure a lot of you own a house. Am I correct or not? You say yes? Let me ask you, is it still installment or fully paid? You're fully paid, you're very lucky. But I will tell you, majority of the people here, you still got another 10, 20 years loan to pay. Am I correct or not? That's not your house. That's the bank's house. Until you fully paid, that is your house. If the day anything happens to you, you can't pay anymore, will the bank take back? So when you buy a house, it's not your house yet, until you fully pay. And you take a long time to slowly pay and make sure this period, nothing happens to you. Security is not when you can continue to work. Security is when you got the money today in your pocket that is enough to see you for the rest of your life, then you can say that you are secure. How many of us in this room can put up the hand and say that, I don't need to work anymore, tomorrow wake up, I don't have to go to work anymore, I have enough to see me through for the rest of my life. How many of us in this room can put up that? I think most of you can't. So therefore, you are still insecure. I don't care what job you have or what business you have. Even your business is not even secure because anything can happen, which I've shown you earlier. All right? And finally, pyramid. You see, a lot of people misunderstood. They thought the MLM is pyramid. You're wrong. The job outside there is pyramid. Why? Every position that you try to climb higher is getting less and less up there. Alright? And then you have the supervisor, you have the manager, then you have the marketing manager, then you have the GM. How many GM are there in the company? One. So what are the chances of you to become the GM? If you are working down there, you want to climb and get promoted to the next level, alright, you hope the one up there resign or get sacked. Alright? So as you climb higher, the position up there becomes narrower and narrower and narrower. Is that a pyramid? In network marketing, the position up there has got no limit. Everybody equal. The opportunity is equal. Alright? You want the position up there is waiting for you. So which is pyramid? You work outside there as a job person, working for somebody. That is called a pyramid system, not MLM. Now you understand how powerful is MLM. Alright? As long as you're willing to work, nobody can stop you. Not even your upline can stop you. Not even the company can stop you. If you qualify, you just keep going on. That's the power of network marketing, which a lot of people don't realize. Alright? Okay. Now, finally. So, not finally, own business, the problem is, you have a, what do you call this? Capital. You see, you want to do your own business, first of all, you think of the capital first. And I tell you this, alright, how many people of us in this world has got enough capital to start a business? 95% don't have. That's why only 5% of people are involved in the business, alright? Second thing, when you have that, that is the knowledge. Now, this is a very important fact, important thing that I want to share with you. Do you know, according to statistics, 60% of the businesses that people start don't last 3 years. 90% don't last 6 years. Only 1 or 2% will survive after 10 years. That's the statistic, that's the risk you take when you start your own business. Alright? Why? Because to do a business, you need to know everything. You need to do everything by yourself. You may be good in selling garment, you may be good in making garment, you can be good in doing something. Alright? Number one, you can produce good things, but do you know how to sell or not? If you know how to sell, do you know how to get the material, where to buy material? And then when inflation comes, the price of the product goes up, it's too expensive, you may even close your shop and people don't buy. And on top of that, you need to do accounts. So that not all of us are born to know all this from, to get a customer, to know how to manage your staff, how to do the account. Not everyone of us are specialized in all this. So therefore, you got to do everything if you start your own business. But in network marketing, you don't have to do all this. You only do one thing. The 95% that tribe will do it for you. You only do one thing. What is that? Just talk to people. Keep talking. Talk until you become success. That's all. The rest you leave it to the company to do it. In that also you can't do, forget about doing your own business. Because if you do your own business, you still need to find customer anyway. Am I correct or not? That's why I don't see why you want to take out all your hard-earned money and go and what you do. Alright? Sorry, I got to keep moving forward. Yeah, this is where even you start your own business, you can't control the environment. Alright? Like inflation, recession, it could kill your business. Then when you open up your door, early morning when you open up your door, you lose money first. Why? You have a rental, you need to pay. Whether today got business, no business, you straight away got to pay. You are running at a loss. It's like you go to a casino, alright, you lose. Because the day the money you open, you lose first. You got your staff salary to pay, you got your rental to pay. Only when there is business come in, then you break even, then you slowly make profit. But then there's something that's beyond your control. Inflation, recession, war, or natural disaster. But thanks goodness in Asia here, Malaysia, Singapore, or Thailand, we are quite lucky in the sense that we don't have much of this a natural disaster. But many countries have. So this is something beyond your control. When pandemic come in, you run your own business. Is it your fault? Not your fault. So why you want to risk the money? So why do you want to take risks? And do you know that many people went bankrupt because started with a small business? Do you realize that? For example, he may start a business with only 20,000. He ran a shop, all right, and then he started a business. The business no good. Okay, and the capital not enough. You think he's going to close it? No. He still believes that, because he don't want to lose the money he started. So what happened? He will still try to go and borrow money and try to sustain. And when finally he cannot take it anymore, he closed shop. People will only force themselves to close shop until they cannot take it anymore. They owe too much money. That's why a lot of people started with small money and end up bankrupt. So why you want to take all these risks? MLM is also a business. You either make money or you don't make money, but you don't lose money. Because you do it at home. That's how powerful this is. So if you really become to understand the in-depth, the beauty of network marketing, all right, it's just that people does not somehow rather find very hard to accept that MLM is a mainstream business. Why? Because they see their father, all right, most of us see their parents, how they make a living, they work for somebody. Or they see their father do business, so that's what they've been following. For century and century, people know only two ways. Either you work for yourself or you work for somebody. But they didn't realize that MLM is also another legitimate, mainstream, most beautiful, the safest business compared to all this. So, finally, the most noble business. Do you know when I say this, when I found this out 30 years ago, in Chinese, there is a very powerful word that describes MLM. 是很伟大的生意. But I couldn't find a word in English at that time. For so many years, I tried to find a word that's very close to the word 伟大的生意. But only the last few weeks, when I was trying to plan this right, this word came to my mind. It's called noble. MLM is the most noble business. Why? The word noble means you are noble because you do something good. Especially you do charity, especially you do a lot of things for other people, alright, helping people. That's noble. And MLM is one of the most noble. Why? Because you cannot succeed until you help somebody there to succeed first. Then you can become successful. But when you're running your own business, alright, who is successful? Only the boss. And the worst thing is, the more successful you are, the less friends you have up there. Why? Because when you become so rich, you don't know who are the genuine friends anymore. If they want to be too friendly to you, you think they go after your money. So you lost friends. You lost genuine friends. MLM is the most beautiful. Because when you make a lot of money, many people down there make a lot of money together with you. You can enjoy together, you speak together, we are all equal. You see how many